Oh, let's go. We going somewhere else? Yes, yes, get him. You should have said something about Durant.
I'm ready, Slick.
Acho, you were so close. There were so many truths to what you said.
What happened?
No, he has not been underappreciated. His greatness has been misunderstood. And that's where you were on the right track.
Talk to me, Slick.
What has made him great is his humility. What has made him great is his leadership. But he has not been great in the classic sense. The reason I tore up my notes is because you gave me everything I need to make my point. Could we bring back the Steph KD comparison screen? Can we get that back up there? Because I don't want to look at the numbers. Go to the right side of the screen. Look at the size. You said physicality doesn't matter.
I know you did.
Physicality does matter. Steph Curry is amazing and is great because it's 6'3", 185 pounds, and even now at age 33, it is amazing how he's able to score the basketball. But make no mistake, he can't dominate the game the way that LeBron or Kevin or Kawhi or Jordan or Kareem can dominate the game. He is great offensively. It's amazing what he's been able to get out of what he has done. But the reason that he handed it over to KD was not out of just generosity.
Yes.
It was out of, you know what, I want to win. And that guy, if he's getting the ball, is going to help me win. And I would look, Acho, you're going crazy right now. You made the case about Russell Wilson. What did he have to do? And what did he have to prove? That he would be willing to sublimate his ego in order to win. It wasn't by choice, it was by need. Because the only time he won was when he sublimated his ego. That's exactly what Steph Curry did. He sublimated his ego in order to add 2 more championships. Yes, E. What is it? What do you have for me?
Slick, you just told me that Steph Curry can't dominate a game like LeBron. You told me Steph Curry can't dominate a game like KD.
Correct.
Slick, I'm going to read you. Steph Curry's last several games, 32 points, 36 points, 37 points.
Wait. But as you do that, as you do that,
41 points, 32 points, 38 points.
Just add who they played.
Thank you.
Add who they played. Add who they played.
My Lord.
Who did they play?
Slick, you can only play the opponent that is in front of you, Slick Rick. I'm not going to count everything with who they played. But before I get to
and
that,
if you're Steph Curry,
before I get to
and
that,
if you're Steph Curry, you can only beat the teams that are sub 500 teams.
Slick.
Look at their record right now.
Oh my God.
They're 11 and 22 against the best team.
Here's the issue, Slick. I'm not going to talk about how the Nets have a better record without Kevin Durant. I'm not going to talk about that. Here's what I'm going to talk about right now, Slick. You said that the greatest thing Steph Curry should be praised for is his humility. I don't disagree with you. The problem is this, Slick. We don't love humility. You got to be loud. You got to be bravado. You got to be arrogant to be praised. Think about it, Slick. We debating Julian Edelman if he should be a Hall of Famer. I don't know if you're a football guy. I don't care. You're a cognizant individual who knows sports. Julian Edelman wouldn't even be in the debate if he didn't have bravado, if he didn't have arrogance, if he didn't have an ego. The greatest receiver in the last 2 decades is Larry Fitzgerald. But we don't even talk about Fitz much because he's quiet. He scored a touchdown. He handed the ball to the ref. He keep it pushing. If Steph Curry was as egotistical, lighting guys up on Instagram like KD, we would actually give him more of the respect that he deserves. But because Steph gets buckets,
but he wouldn't have the same success on the court.
Bam! Damn, Slick killing you right now.
Y'all sound drunk.
No, we don't sound drunk.
Y'all sound drunk.
First of all, it's Friday. I will be, but I'm not
Steph
yet.
Curry, nah, we finna talk hoops. Y'all be thinking, oh, man,
no, on this one. It's all love. It's love.
Steph Curry averaged 30 points a game the year before KD and them showed up. Steph Curry averaged 20 shots a game. KD shows up, he says, you know what, I'm going to chill out. He take 18 shots a game. Next year, I'm going to chill out. He takes 16 shots a game. So when KD is there, Steph Curry sacrifices anywhere from 2 to 5 or 2 to 4 shots a game. Steph Curry, that's anywhere from 5 to 10 points a game. We know the translation because he goes from averaging 30 points a game to 25 points a game. It's not that Steph Curry couldn't. It's that he chose not to. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all people.
Oh, man, Slick, can I get a little of these ribs?
Ain't no ribs.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Jump in, sellers, because there's a lot of meat still on that bone.
Meat. Damn, it's like we had Phillips right there on Crenshaw, all these damn ribs. Okay, here's the thing. All right, in sports, no matter who you are and what your ego is, you do not raise your hand to defer. Like, it is primal instinct to go out there and be alpha male. That's how you climb up the food chain. That's how you become at the top of the pyramid of success. It's natural selection, and it's based off game. Now, we can bring personality and all those other attributes into it, but Acho is up here trying to make it altruistic and say, oh, Steph Curry just went to practice one day and say, you can do whatever you want, Kevin Durant. Let me know where to run and where to go. That's not how it went. Kevin Durant's game talked to Steph's game quietly and said, hey, bro, do you want to do this with effort or do you want the path of least resistance? Because if you give me the opportunities, it's going to be easier for us than if you get the prime opportunities. Same thing happened with LeBron James and Dwayne Wade. It's just that simple. It's not about him being so nice and deferring, because who cares about that? Look, Michael Jordan is celebrated greater than everybody. He wasn't nice. He wasn't deferring, and he never was in that situation and mindset. You know why? We are athletes. We are trying to get it all, but we also know where we fit in. And you look at Durant's game, you look at Curry's game, as great as they both are, Curry, get in where you fit in, because game recognizes game.
No. Greatness and intelligence recognizes sometimes I will sacrifice for the betterment of the team, regardless of how great the sacrifice might have to be. For Magic Johnson, that might look like playing center in a closeout game. For LeBron James, that might look like 40. For LeBron James, that might look like passing the ball when I'm double teamed so that Danny Green can try to make a game-winning shot that he ends up missing. And for Steph Curry, that might just look like deferring for the greater good of the team. Russell Westbrook didn't want to defer. And what had happened, even Draymond Green and his third best player on the team looking self, he starts getting in a beef with KD. Sell. What? I'm not going to talk about the fact that Steph Curry's not a true alpha, and as a result,
he is an alpha,
and he deferred. For the greater good of the team, sometimes even the player who's just as capable, if not more capable, says, I'm going to kick back because I want us to succeed.
I'm not hearing anything.
Y'all don't understand that. That's the problem. Y'all don't understand
No, we understand it. I don't think you understand the nonverbal communication that occurs on every practice floor, and especially in games. It's just like that. I'm sorry. Every example you're going to give me, you say Westbrook. Look, when Westbrook went to Houston, he was looking at James Harden like, yeah, you got this. And Westbrook, the first time ever, was acting like a good soldier in that respect. Like, I'm not going to dominate, because he knew. I don't know. Look, when I was trying to replace Bruce Smith, when I was playing with Bruce Smith, it wasn't a second in the world where I was like, yeah, I'm going to take it from him. He had to depart for me to have the space to be me. I don't know what example you live in. Pippen was great. Jordan never deferred. Like, who deferred that was actually worse?
Here's the thing,
who has ever deferred that was worse?
The kicker is this. We live in a life now, especially in sports, where it's like, oh, if you defer, that means you're sorry. But maybe, just maybe, or that means you're sorrier. But maybe, just maybe, the greater good is saying, you know what? I'm going to kick back for the team. You brought up Pippen.
I don't think it's kicking back, bro. I think it's getting put back.
You brought up Pippen. Let's go to Pippen. Remember when legendary coach for the Bulls during Navy runs, Phil Jackson, he drew up the play not for Pippen but for Kukoc.
He's a play.
What Pippen do? Pippen do? He said, you know what? I'm not even going to go into the game.
I love you.
He said, I'm not even going to go into the game.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't even have the humility to say, you know what? For the greater good of the team, maybe Kukoc should get the shot. Maybe I should just inbound the ball. He said, I'm not even going to go into the game. My point is this.
Yeah.
We sit here and try to praise all the scoring champions, James Harden's, all that. We sit here and try to praise all these dudes who put the ball into the basket. But what about the fact that actually the harder thing to do is to swallow your pride, which no athlete